You know, they say history is always doomed to repeat itself, guys. There was a long time that we suffered under the yoke, if you will, of cable television. That you had to pay like 130. I think the last cable bill I paid, and this is like over a decade ago, I think I was paying like $130 a month for getting tons of channels I didn't want. Hardly had access to things I did. I mean, it was just frustrating. Then came this new golden era of streaming. You know, you pay for what you want. It's going to be cheaper than anything else in the world. We're going to get rid of the commercials. Remember that? Remember how happy that made all of us? No commercials. Yay. So we've had streaming for a little while now. And what's coming back? Commercials. They're coming back as Netflix is moving to an ad-supported tier. Hulu has an ad-supported tier. And now Disney is also getting ready to move to an ad-supported tier as well. Now, the basic idea of this is simple, that you can pay full price for the streaming service and have no commercials, or you can pay a little bit less and just have to watch some commercials. Disney pulled a big FU to all their customers by saying, oh, we're going to introduce a cheaper ad-supported tier. Yay. Okay. Then they raised the prices of their regular tier and made their cheaper ad-supported tier the exact same price that the full tier was without the commercials before. that is one of the biggest, that was one of the best cons ever. Oh, we're going to give it to you for cheaper.
That's like in retail where they're like 20% off, but they raised all the prices 20% before they did the 20% off.
That's exactly what it is. I mean, I remember an airline got busted for that a few years ago. That there was an Easter, a 15% discount thing, but 3 days before Easter, they jacked the prices by like 15 or 20%. It's a huge con. It's an unbelievable, huge con. At any rate, we've discussed on this show before, though, about, do people want to watch commercials? Are people okay with watching commercials? A lot of people in this room, when Rob and Chris were like, yeah, Rob especially, it's like, I can't go back to watching commercials. I just can't. And you know what? I have to watch Yellowstone now because Yellowstone is on the Paramount Network, which means I got to watch commercials when I'm watching Yellowstone. And I really feel like I really notice it. That's just because I'm used to not watching commercials now, right? I'm just used to seeing no commercials. So I'm watching Yellowstone and like a lot of commercials. But you know what? According to a new study that's just come out, they are projecting that 1 out of every 4 Disney Plus subscribers is actually going to opt for the cheaper, which is really what full price was a few weeks ago, but the cheaper ad-supported version. 1 out of every 4. And here's the funny thing about that. This is why I find this so interesting, because I would have thought that the number would have been much smaller. I would have thought maybe 1 out of every 8, 1 out of every 9, 1 out of every 10 people might be willing to do that. Because here's the interesting thing. It's only a $3 difference. Right now, the full regular price of Disney Plus is $10.99. Now, just a few weeks ago, it was $7.99. But today, the full price for no commercials is $10.99. The ad-supported tier is going to be what the full price was before, $7.99. It's only a $3 difference. I mean, I'm no mathematician, but what is that, 10 cents a day? For 10 cents a day.
Taylor, why don't you look that up?
Yeah, do some research for me, Taylor. Crack research team. That's 10 cents a day. 10 cents a day you'll save at the expense of watching commercials. Again, I'm not saying that's right or wrong. Every consumer has their own preferences and about, hey, what's important to them, what's not that important to them. That's all good. But I'm just saying that if you would have asked me a year ago, I'm just being honest here. If you had asked me a year ago, hey, John, in a year, they're going to offer an ad-supported tier where people got to watch commercials, but it's only $3 cheaper. How many people do you think will sign up for that? I would have said 3%, 4%. It's going to be closer to 25%, 1 out of every 4. So, Jonathan, let me ask you. I mean, look, you have traditional TV, you watch streaming stuff. Like, for you personally, would you opt for the ad-supported tier to save $3 a month? I'm just curious. Well,
I don't think I would. If I was a new subscriber and I had to click that subscribe button. I would probably do it now because something happened. So last season, during the MLB season, certain games...
Because you're a big baseball guy.
Yeah. And certain games were only streamed on Apple TV. So I decided Apple TV is really cheap. And the ad tier base is even cheaper. So I was like, whatever. Let me just do this as an entry level and see if I even like the rest of Apple TV. They did the same thing on Peacock. So that introduced me over to Peacock.
That's right, they did.
And I did the ad tier on that as well. I don't mind it because it's only about 1 or 2, and it honestly gives you a chance to kind of get up, use the restroom, go get a drink, whatever. It's not like network TV where there's just a string of ads, you know? And one thing I do like about what Peacock and Apple TV Plus are doing, unlike Netflix with this janky, oh yeah, you'll do an ad tier and we're going to drop you down to 720p and you're not going to get all of our content.
Yeah, that's right.
That's where I'm like, no way am I signing up for that.
Yeah, but from what I understand, Disney's not, for those of you who don't know what Jonathan's talking about, like there's going to be this cheaper ad-supported plan for Netflix as well, but there are other sacrifices you're making, like you don't even get full HD.
Right.
There's some of the content you won't get. From what we can tell, this Disney Plus cheaper tier will still be full featured.
Which is great.
It's just that you get the commercials.
Yeah.
I guess it all depends on how many commercials you're looking at. Anyway, guys, the question is for you. What do you think about this? Like, I'll be honest with you, this number is a lot larger than I thought it would be. The fact that we're going to get, you're only really saving $3, but maybe a lot of people don't mind the commercials as much. Maybe they're going to keep the commercial number fairly reasonable and small. Maybe it's worth it. How do you guys feel about that? If you're a Disney Plus subscriber, will you downgrade to the ad-supported tier? Whatever you guys think, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Guys, we want to thank a sponsor of this video, Mint Mobile. This holiday season, the best deal in wireless can only be found at Mint Mobile. Right now, when you switch to Mint Mobile and buy any 3-month plan, you get another 3 months for free. Mint Mobile lets you order and activate from home with eSIM, while saving tons on phone plans starting at just $15 a month. You guys know I've been using Mint Mobile long before this holiday deal, and I have to say it is the perfect time to switch. I have absolutely loved using Mint Mobile, and like I've told you guys many times, I am now spending less than 1/3 of what I used to spend under one of the other major mobile carriers. And now with the whole buy 3 months, get 3 months free deal, it's even better. All of their plans come with unlimited talk and text, plus high-speed data delivered on the nation's largest 5G network. Use your own phone with any Mint Mobile plan and switch easily and effortlessly with eSIM. Or if you need a new device, for a limited time, get 6 months of free service when you buy a select device and plan. So guys, for a limited time, buy any 3-month Mint Mobile plan and get 3 more months for free by going to mintmobile.com/Campea. That's mintmobile.com/Campea. Cut your wireless bill to $15 a month at mintmobile.com/Campea.